Hello everybody, sorry for the delay in this video. There were several technical issues regarding the audio, so it took us a lot of time to fix that. But now, without any further ado, let me start this tutorials video. So first of all, if you remember, I wrote this print statements, and I also told you about in brief about these statements. And now if you must be wondering about if you want to print what the user for example, I want to ask you your name, and I want to write in the code such that it allows you to give some input in it. So if you want such thing, then you have to do the following. So let me name this variable as name, and you just have to write input, and then in the bracket, if you want something to prompt any prompt statement, otherwise you can leave it blank. But let me here write your name, sorry, in the quotations, write your name, and this is it. Now if we just, and then we want to print this, that suppose your name is Rudra and I want to print hello Rudra, and that's like anything. So hello. Now I am putting this comma outside the quotation marks to separate the two arguments. This is a string and the second one would be the input argument. So to separate both of these arguments, you have to put commas between them. So hello, and then we will write name. So this is it. If we now run the code, you can see it's asking me my name. So I am writing Aryan, and it's saying hello Aryan. So it's really basic thing. And now if you know how to use input statements, let's move on to operators. The first basic 4 operators you might be using in mathematics are plus, minus, this is the symbol for multiplication, and this is for division. And everyone knows what this symbol stand for what is this is the addition symbol, this is the subtraction, this is the multiplication, and this is the division symbol. So now this is very I think this is clear. Now let us do like this. Num1 is equal to, let's say, 12, and num2 is equal to 3. Now we want to add both of these, so write num1 plus num2, and now that's all you have to do. Now if we run this code, it will show us 15. So you can see it's 15. Now let's subtract both of these. Now it's showing 9. Now let's multiply these. So it would be showing 36, and lastly we would divide both of them. Oops. So it's telling 4.0. okay. Now these are the basic operators. Now there are some more operators that I would like to tell you, that we have exponents in mathematics. So how do, if we want to write 2 square, 2 cube, or anything in the exponent, so how to write that? For this, the operator is this 2 asterisks, and there is something called integer division. It's like this, 2 division symbols, 2 slashes, and it just if we write, for example, 12 and this symbol and 3. If we do 2 and this symbol 1 3 this symbol and 2. So if we divide 3 by 2, it would the normal if it's normal division, then it would give us 1.5. But if it is this special type of division, then the result would be 1, just 1. So basically it just removes the decimal part of the value and just gives you the answer as a whole number. It does not round up anything, it removes the decimal part. And there is one more operator, that is the modulus operator, and it's the percentage symbol. If we suppose write 5 modulus 2, then the result would be 1, because if we divide 5 by 2, the remainder would be 1. The modulus operator gives the remainder of the problem, so it just divides and gives the remainder. There are a few more operators that I am forgetting about right now, but we can go into them later on sometime. And now let's use all the things we have learned so far to make a project or code, you can say. So let's first off write num1, and we want this to be the input in the input statements, and we would write enter first number, and there would be a num2 as well. Input, and there will be enter second number, and okay, now there would be a third number. We would add both of these numbers, so it would be, if we use sum, this would be the sum. It's already an inbuilt function, and I have told in the previous video about the variables that we can't use inbuilt words. So let's just convert it into one of these into the uppercase, and as Python is case sensitive, now it's not a reserved word anymore. Now if we would just add num1 plus num2, and now print out that answer is equal to, then now separated by a comma, sum, and that's it. And now if we run the code, there will be an error. Let's see what will be the error. Now you might say there is no error. So if we write 1 here and the second number is 2, the answer should be 3, right? But it would give us 12. Because there is nothing wrong in the code. It's just that the input statements by default are strings, and we want them to be integers. I told you about the data types in the previous video, so you might be knowing what is the difference between string and the input statement. So we need to convert both of these into integers first. So let's convert into integer. We can convert it just by putting int in both the sides. Now if we run the code, everything would be fine. See, I would write 34 and here I would write 3. The answer would be 37. See, and there is one more way you can convert these into integers, and let's get back to this was right like this only. Now we can, before the input statement, we can convert, I think it's like this, convert the whole input statement into an integer. It looks like it is a bit more complex, but that first way is simpler, but this is another way you can do it, so I am showing you. And if we run, see, if we write 45 and 3, it answer is 48. You can convert it right here. Now one more thing, then if suppose this is how to convert a string into a integer or float. If you want to convert it into a float, just like float, and that's it. If you want to convert a string in an integer into a string, for example there is an integer 34 and you want it to be a string, add str, and this stands for string, so it would be considered as a string. And you can go and you can modify this code in much more complex in any way you want. It's all up to you. But now this is it for the video. If you enjoyed and learned something new from this video, please mind subscribing and liking the video, and that's it.